Hello everybody, I am Sammy15 the Dragon Team here today. Welcome to Pokemon TCG Online Mad Dragon Wednesday. Each and every single Wednesday we take a look at a interesting deck involving the dragon typing and play a game or two with it to see how good it is. Sometimes the decks can actually be somewhat viable in an actual competitive tournament. Sometimes not so much, and they're just more for league challenges and, fun decks like that. And sometimes their decks are just so bad you'd be mad to play them in an actual competitive tournament. Hence the name Mad Dragon Wednesday. And today we have kind of, we have like an interesting deck today, sort of. We have Giratina. A lot of people have been playing Giratina Toad, and that's something I've been kind of debating on showing for you guys today. But, instead I decided to play a little differently. Since everyone's doing just Giratina Toad, I decided to go, just Giratina. Giratina Hydreigon and Reshiram, just be a little bit more trolly with dragons. So, Giratina Troll or Dragon Troll, whatever you want to call it, it's a troll deck through and through. I rarely actually put troll decks on my channel, but it's the last month or so I actually have been putting a lot of troll decks, been showcasing a lot of troll decks because Giratina is just a really good troll card. 170 HP, not the best, but 3 retreat cost is usually kind of heavy, but Chaos Wheel is a really good attack. Hits for 100 for a Grass, a Psychic, and a double colors. And your opponent can't play any Stadium's Pokemon Tool, or Special Energy. Can't talk today. Sorry about that. Your opponent can't play any Pokemon Tools, Special Energy, or Stadium cards from his or her hand during his or her next turn. So yeah, Giratina says nope, can't play any of that fun stuff. And I'm going to hit you for a lot of damage on top of that. So, that's the idea of that. And of course we have Hydreigon that hits for 80, 100 with a Muscle Band, and Reshiram for backup against weird stuff, Normally we're not going to attack with Reshiram in this deck. We're only just going to use him for powering up our Giratina. Most Giratina Toad decks just play the 4 DCE, the 4 double Dragon Energy, but they leave themselves very susceptible to stuff like Enhanced Hammer and Zero Sick. So I'm going to play like 6 Fire Energy so we can power up our Giratina, and we're also playing 1 Energy Retrieval, so we're playing those cards so we can, power up Giratina a little bit more. And maybe not get double Enhanced Hammer or something like that. And also, well, it's Mad Dragon Wednesday, so I can put a few things. And we're also playing 2 Shaman for setup because it's really a good ability. And yeah, we're playing Calm Search, so search for whatever we need, maybe a double Dragon Energy or something like that. And of course, like I said, we're playing 4 Ultra Ball and 2 Switch, and also 4 VO Seeker. Now onto the trolley cards. We have, of course, 3 Crushing Hammer and 1 Enhanced Hammer. You can put it to a 2-2 split, but I like this better since, odds are that with Chaos Wheel, if we get it up quick enough, we don't have to worry about using Enhanced Hammer too much. It's mostly just in case our opponent does get it up quick enough, we can respond very quickly and go, no DCE for you. That's the idea of that anyway. So, yeah, we also play AZ in case we get poisoned or something like that. We'll item and poison lock just because Toad's a thing still in the expanded format. 1 Colress, and we also play 1 Team Flare Grunt. Just the troll. Discard an energy to attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So again, if someone has a DC or just an energy in general, we can go nope, no for you. And we also play 2 Scrappers, so if we get Henringered, we can get rid of it. And if opponent has a tool attached to that was attached to it, we can go no, you cannot have that, and you can have this Headringer instead. We also, of course, play 2 Lysandre, 3 and 4 Juniper, and of course the 2-2 Stadium. So I believe it's kind of necessary to play at least 3 Stadium if you're playing Hydreigon, which is my opinion. We play Skyward Bridge because it gives him 1 less, and since Hydreigon gives dragons 2 less if there's a Stadium play, Giratina has effectively 3 retreat, and we don't have to worry about getting 2 Hydreigon in play. And that because that was the only other Stadium I can think of. I was thinking maybe playing Scorched Earth, but I really don't want to get rid of my grit. You really don't want to get rid of your energy in this deck to begin with. So yeah, that's the idea behind that. And of course, if we're playing against a Mega and they do decide to Mega Evolve, even though the ability of Renegade Pulse says nope, we can punish them a little bit and just do a little damage to them. So this is basically an anti-Mega deck, and just a Troll deck in general. A lot of decks are going to have a hard time with this, except for other Troll decks I've noticed. I played a couple Bumblebee decks in prior to this video, and they usually do win, but we do give them a hard time. We can't actually win, though it's going to be kind of hard since we can't really attack without the double dragon energy. Against other Troll decks that involve Giratina, it kind of just falls into whoever can get Giratina up first. But I noticed like decks like along the lines of Giratina and Giratina Toad don't always play Headringer, so we can kind of stall them a little bit on that. So it's kind of like a weird, whoever goes first kind of wins that matchup, my opinion. And if worst case scenario, you could just kind of I literally just earlier today just sky returned a couple like 5 turns in a row until my opponent eventually decked out or something like that. So I was like, oh, I can't do anything. Just sky return a couple times until you deck out. Have fun with that. You know, I can do damage at the same time, preserve my DCE. That was the point of that, though. Yeah. So yeah, this is the deck. I don't know if this is too good. I'm still testing this. I might make a few changes here and there. I don't know if Skyroad Bridge is really worth it in here. Still testing it out. I kind of like it. I was thinking maybe playing instead of Skyroad, you can play maybe what's that name called? Maybe Skyfield instead, so you can get a little extra bench space. Though you don't really need it. Your ideal bench is like 2 Shaman probably, a Reshiram on the active or on the bench somewhere, Hydreigon or 2, or a Giratina 2. So that's the preferred bench. So you really don't need it too much. So that's why I'm putting Skyro instead. But if I do find myself needing Skyfield more, I will put that in here. Kind of also want to play 3 Headringer and maybe the 2 Recycler, whatever that thing is called, where it shovels 3 tools from your discard pile into your deck. I was thinking of putting that in there too, but I eventually decided against it because mostly just because there's no room in here. Though it was something I was considering, and maybe something you might want to consider too. Maybe take another switch if you don't really need it, or an AZ, or the Flare Grunt. I actually do like the Flare Grunt here, and so I would actually recommend keeping it. I don't know about the Enhanced Hammer. I think that's more optional, but I do like it here as well. But anyway, that's the deck, and I'm going to get right into it with a matchup. Hello everybody, we're back with Giratina Troll, and we're facing against JKCDXX. And looks like we'll be going first. So yeah, we're starting with Giratina, which is fine. It's fine. And yeah, we're going first, so let's see what we're going to get here. Kind of curious. Alright, Double Dragon. Let's put that little Headringer there. Double Dragon here. And Shaman for 4, see if we get anything. Nothing too spectacular, I guess. Let's get rid of Lysandre and the energy retrieval for another Shaman, because we do kind of need that for support of some kind, and we get a Muscle Band. I don't really like having this thing active, so I would want to retreat it to switch it, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried I may not be able to get it next turn. I hope my opponent's not able to Flare Grunt me or something like that, but because a lot of Yveltal decks like to play Troll cards. This could be kind of curious to see what kind of deck this is. Just the way my opponent's playing, I think I would guess this might be an Yveltal Archie-Ups deck, which I don't care about Archie-Ups in this. Phone decides to Lysandre me anyway, so I'm glad I held on to the switch now. Just want to point that out. I'm glad I did that. We could just Skyro Bridge here. So I think we'll do that. Alright. Sweet, we got that. Retreat. Hit for 120. My opponent cannot put muscle bands down anymore. Not muscle bands, but what was I looking for? Looking for something. Alright, now I can safely tool scrapper here without worrying my opponent just putting down another muscle band. I don't have to worry about my opponent putting any down any stadiums, any double colors or anything like that, so my opponent's probably just going to slowly build up his Yveltal. And, you know, by the time, I mean, he might get a lot of damage on me, like maybe, I think most he can actually probably do at this point with this Yveltal anyway is 20, 40, 60, 140, which is kind of scary if I do not get another Pokemon in play. Hopefully I am able to get another Pokemon in play. My opponent might Lysandre me, or I think my opponent rather, my opponent's going to use AZ. Gets the Yveltal, maybe just wants to have that handy. I would have actually Sycamore or End there, personally. Probably Sycamore. And I'm going to put this here. It doesn't matter where I put it, honestly. Get Tails there, that's kind of be expected. I'll just get rid of that. Alright. And do that. Headringer there. Was not able to get another Pokemon out, but this is kind of fine at this point. Opponent's going to have to slowly build up some stuff. Opponent's going to be kind of struggling here. Opponent was able to put no energy on that Yveltal either, so that's really good for me. And kind of fairly bad for my opponent here. I'm still not getting anything. I'm going to try to Crushing Hammer here. Oh, we get heads. That's great. I'm still not getting anything, though. Opponent gives up. Wow, that's not really surprising. My opponent had nothing going down. I also want to point out it's actually really hard to get an actual full game with this deck, because people just kind of rage quit. You know, like, and if I do lose, it's because it's a bloody massacre, and I just lose because, you know, I can't get anything going. That's not really competitive, so it's kind of hard to get a real, actual competitive game. So, yeah, like if I might try to get another game of this video, but hopefully I will. So let's try to get this game because this was a short game. So yeah. Hello everybody, we're back and we're facing Evelyn Camila. Camila. That's probably actually her real name, by the way. It's caps and a little dash right there. Evelyn can't pronounce that last name. Even though I should, I have the correct pronunciation in my head, but I just can't freaking say it for the life of me. And my opponent knows I'm playing some kind of troll deck now. Oh god. Alright. This would actually be not terrible if we can get a Pokemon. I think we're going first. My opponent going first. I can never remember. Like, even though it happened less than a minute ago, I can never remember who goes first and who goes second. So, seriously. I'm terrible at that. My opponent looks like to be going first. Puts down a Robosub. So this is the Sigilyph. That would actually be a bit annoying, but we can get around that with good old Hydreigon. Now, like I said, if we can get a Pokemon, this may not be terrible. Opponent's Skylar's for an end. Seriously, I hate Skylar sometimes. Sometimes I just stare like, why can't you be something good? I'm not gonna Crushing Hammer. Oh, darn. Not terrible. Could be worse. I'm going to leave the AZ. Just in case we miss the Shaman and we can just go AZ to Shaman later. Okay, this'll do. This'll do. I can dig this. I don't really want to switch just yet. because I can just AZ if I want to, like I said. Puts an basic psychic energy onto the Gengar. Decides to end me. I like that. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I'm gonna head ringer my opponent. I have a crushing hammer. I mean, not crushing hammer, but a hand hammer, and I don't really want to waste that. And I'm gonna hold on to the Faded Talon and let that be a little bit of a surprise to him. I am doing no damage to the Sigilyph, which sucks, but we can remedy that later. Okay, Mewtwo comes down, and that will be scary to deal with. Kinda wish I had held on to the Headringer now. That's fine. We have another one on the deck. One's probably just gonna Psychic me a bunch of times, it seems. And end me a bunch of times as well. So again, something I don't entirely mind. Okay, my opponent has decided to, what am I gonna do here? Well, I want to do damage. That's kind of a thing I want to do. So I'm gonna, unfortunately, have no energy. That sucks, but we can easily get more energy if we want to. It's great. And I'm gonna do 120 to this thing because I'm scared to death of him trying to X-Ball me. Like, oh, that's Giratina's worst enemy. Like, X-Balls and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna promote Reshiram because, you know, it can take a mean hit. It can take a mean hit. Decides to end me again. I'm actually very thankful for this. I'm not even going to lie. I like this. I like this a lot. I don't even have an N in there of my own. I do have a Colress though, so that's kind of cool. No Pokemon though. I mean, no stadiums. Like, no stadiums kind of sucks. Not having that there. Especially sucks when not great. Oh, I could double attach here, actually, and retreat that way. But I wouldn't be able to attack effectively then. I think I'm just gonna pass like this, honestly. It sucks I'm gonna have to attach twice and retreat that way. But I do have energy retrieval in here, even though I kind of wish I had another N or something like that, or a Colress. Maybe taking out T-Flare Gun, like I said before, may be a better play. Because I don't think it's doing enough. Maybe for pressing with the 0-Sick might be better. I'm not really drawing into it that much. Maybe just bad luck on my part. I don't know if it's worth it. Like I said, this deck is very much still in progress, but I do think this deck might actually be somewhat competitive. I kind of like this deck, actually. Opponent's going to use Lysandre, trying to... Ooh. I think he's trying to punish me. Which is clever on his part to do so. But we do have a stadium. I'm going to put that down. And, if I just retreat, he's just going to come back up here and just kill me. Don't really want that. Not retreat, but like Lysandre up the Mewtwo and kill it. So I'm going to retreat. Get rid of the fire. Can do that. And, do I need to end here? No, I don't. I don't need to do anything here. I kind of want to hold on to this hand, actually. Shred for 100. The opponent does decide to attach any double colors energy. It can respond. So that's a good thing. Puts on his own stadium, which I kind of expected. It's going to teammates maybe for a energy. Maybe a Tool Scrapper even. This is the expanded format, so Tool Scrapper is legal, as you can see clearly in my hand. So maybe Tool Scrapper will be a good play. Well, gets a double colorless energy. A nice play. Yeah. It actually is a pretty good play, honestly. I would say that all the way. But that thing's gone now. It was a good play. Fortunately, I have a better play. That Gengar's annoying. Like, seriously annoying. So I'm going to Lysandra here. Just bring that thing up and try to do more damage to it. Retreat. Get rid of the fire. Kind of hate getting rid of all the fire, but I kind of need to do it here. Do I hold on to... No, I'll just attach since I can anyway. And I'll just hit him for 120. I don't think my opponent's going to feasibly attack here. Opponent could attack here. Opponent could get the stadium. I would assume my opponent may play at least one or two of them. My opponent decides to attach to the Gengar, which is something I don't necessarily agree with, especially since it's just going to die here. That's fine. My opponent just realizes that and just says, you know what, I can't come back from this, and I quit. So yeah, as I said before, it's really hard to get some competitive games. I've been at this for a while now, trying to get some competitive games, and I've started to realize more and more the flaws and greatness of this deck. If you manage to get a Giratina up like as soon as possible, like if you're able to get a Giratina down turn 1 or 2 with an energy on it, good, that's great. You're probably going to be able to fairly win in most circumstances, especially since if you can get another one up too. If you can get multiple Giratinas up, fully loaded, ready to go, with not too much, you know, and your opponent doesn't have too much special energy hate, you're probably gonna win. You know, I'm not gonna go and say you're gonna win, but it's a high possibility that you might win. You know, that's what I'm saying. And I do like this deck a lot, actually. The flaw, I believe, is that if you don't set up, you lose. Like, that's a lot of decks, but like, if you don't get a Giratina out by turn 3 at the latest with an energy on it, you're kind of screwed. There's no real way to put it. Yeah, that's how I feel about this deck. You don't necessarily have to play Skyro Bridge at all. You can just straight up play a 2, maybe even a 3rd Faded Town if you really wanted to, and that might be a better play. But I kind of like this deck how it is, you know, except for the energy retrieval and the Team Flare Grunt, whether you want that or not. It's your decision to make. I feel like this is a very good outline for people who are looking to play this deck. You know, I tested this much. You know, when I first put this deck together, I decided to put those 60 cards together, and since testing it the last day or two and like just tweaking and playing and trying to find a good match, there's not too many decision choice stuff I would take out, like maybe the energy retrieval, but I think that's kind of optional if you really want to keep that in or not. More often than I have to discard it because it's kind of useless most of the time, so maybe I actually never really use it. So I think I should go and replace for maybe another Team Flare Grunt or maybe another draw supporter. I would actually say a draw supporter. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. I think this is a good deck. Please like, subscribe, and all that silly stuff. Follow me on Twitter if you want to hear if I'm posting a video late, which tonight is kind of late for those who are waiting a couple hours. And if you're looking for a deck list for me to use, some of the more competitive decks that I use, feel free to follow me on Twitter too, and just random Pokemon shenanigans and how I do it in tournaments. Yeah, feel free to do that. So yeah, once again, please like, subscribe, all that silly stuff. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch in the description below, and hopefully I shall see you guys next time.